His latest statements and behind-the-scenes moves could reshape the alliance and territorial geopolitics as we know it. Some say he's putting America first. Others believe he's risking global security. But what's the truth? Let's break it down. NATO has been a cornerstone of Western security since 1949, but Trump's approach to the alliance has been anything but traditional. From his first term in office to his recent political maneuvers, Trump has repeatedly questioned NATO's effectiveness, calling it obsolete, while demanding that allies pay their fair share. Now, with tensions rising between Russia, China, and the West, Trump's NATO strategy is once again under the spotlight. But this time, another geopolitical issue has emerged: Trump's renewed push to annex Greenland. Is he strengthening or weakening America's role in global security? And what does Greenland have to do with it? Trump has long argued that NATO allies rely too much on the US military while contributing too little financially. His administration repeatedly pressured European nations to increase their defense spending to at least 2% of their GDP, a commitment agreed upon but often ignored by several members. In 2018, Trump even suggested that the US might not defend NATO countries that don't meet their financial obligations. Key quote from Trump: "If they don't pay their fair share, why should we protect them?" Critics called this reckless, suggesting it undermined NATO's collective defense principle under Article 5. Supporters, however, praised his America First approach, arguing that US taxpayers should not carry the burden of European security. Trump's Greenland proposal. What's the plan? Fast forward to 2025, and Trump's influence on global geopolitics continues. With increasing tensions in Ukraine, ongoing disputes with China, and talks of a shifting global power structure, Trump has now revived an old idea: annexing Greenland. Trump's arguments for taking Greenland. 1. Greenland's location is crucial for military strategy and missile defense. 2. The US needs greater control over Arctic trade routes amid Russian and Chinese expansion. 3. The island is rich in resources, including rare minerals vital for US technological dominance. During a recent meeting with NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte, Trump openly stated, "We really need Greenland for national security. Denmark is far away, and NATO should help us secure it." This statement sent shockwaves through the international community, leading to immediate backlash from Greenlandic leaders, Denmark, and other NATO allies. Global reactions to Trump's Greenland strategy. Trump's renewed interest in Greenland has sparked major diplomatic tensions. Greenland's response. The newly elected pro-business government in Greenland immediately rejected Trump's remarks. Prime Minister Mute Egede wrote, "The US president has once again aired the thought of annexing us. Enough is enough." Denmark's reaction. Denmark has firmly stated that Greenland is not for sale and that no negotiations will take place. Danish officials worry that Trump's rhetoric could destabilize Arctic cooperation. NATO's stance. NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte distanced the alliance from Trump's comments, stating, "I don't want to drag NATO into this debate." However, Trump insists that Greenland is vital for NATO's Arctic security. Russia and China. Both nations have increased their Arctic presence, and Trump's push for Greenland could escalate tensions further. China has been heavily investing in Greenland's infrastructure, and Russia has expanded its military bases in the Arctic region. EU defense plans and Dutch political conflict. Meanwhile, European defense strategies are also facing internal turmoil. In the Netherlands, the government is dealing with serious pushback on EU military funding plans. Key developments. 1. Dutch government faces backlash over proposed €800 billion EU military funding. 2. Prime Minister Schoof struggles to unify coalition parties on European defense strategy. 3. Dutch ministers downplay damage but admit tensions exist within the EU. This European dispute raises another crucial question. Can the EU stand firm against Russian aggression without NATO and US support? With Trump openly questioning NATO's future, European leaders must decide whether to rely on their own military structures or continue depending on American leadership. What's next for NATO, Greenland, and European defense? With shifting alliances, global conflicts, and an uncertain political future, Trump's NATO and Greenland strategy could reshape the balance of power worldwide. Is he making the US and NATO stronger, or is he creating new geopolitical risks? And how will the EU handle its own military funding crisis? What do you think? Should NATO allies support Trump's Greenland plan, or is this a dangerous overreach? Comment below. Subscribe for more in-depth political analysis.